love that the premise of this show revolves around couples who have formed deep connections online but have never met in person. So, how did the prospect of facilitating those initial face to face encounters excite you as the show host?
It was a little scary at first, but I was also a little nervous. I was like, "Hey, is this real? We be doing this? I'm supposed to be doing this for real?" But no, no, no. I love the notion behind it because I actually have a cousin who dates someone, not to this degree, but he's in prison. But she's been dating somebody in prison who she had never really seen. They like pen pals, and she loved him. She loved him.
Wait, so
So
how long have they been pen
I
paling?
think like 3 years. My cousin been talking to this man for like 3 years, and she knows everything about this man's life. And he's in prison.
Okay, really quickly, has she watched Love After Lockup?
I don't think so.
Okay, you might want to tell her to watch Love After Lockup and then get back to you on those feelings if it works out. Okay. um, so for, so from your perspective as the host of this new OWN series, can you talk about the types of challenges that kind of arise when people meet for the first time? People who have been connecting online meet for the first time on a TV platform versus in real life.
I think some of the feelings that aroused in me was like it came off as disingenuine, and then some of the connections were there. So, I'm a lover of love, so I did see some connections there. But I also think that a lot of us we have expectations on people that are a little bit unrealistic. Even when I go out in public and people grab me, oh, yeah, we cousins, man. I'm like, no, I don't know you, but thank you. I think because social media is such a big part of our lives. And when we see people on there, and when we DM them or when we like their pictures and comment, and we think when they talk back to us, we just think we know them. I don't know you. You don't know me. And I think with this virtual dating thing, when that phone hang up or when that Zoom call ends, you don't really know what this person is doing with their everyday life. You don't know this person for real. And I think a lot of the couples, I think they were a little bit blindsided with some of the people when they got to see the real them. You got to see the real them. It's easy to show up as somebody else you don't know for a quick hour or two. And when that hour or two is up, I'm going on about my business. Right. So I think it's just one of those things, just having expectations on people when it's unrealistic. So I was excited to see all these relationships unfold. But yeah, crazy, crazy.
So how did you approach balancing, having empathy for those who realize for the first time perhaps I'm in over my head, or they realize that the person that they were falling for online, as you just stated, was not what they were getting in real life,
I think it was
false
just mainly
pretenses,
I,
as they
I think
say.
it was just mainly me being supportive, just being supportive. Cause like this your stuff, and I don't want to slander you and I don't want to slam you for this crazy thing you're doing. Cause like I said, I have family who's done this. I know friends who do crazy stuff like this. So just being supportive, just coming with the supportive approach. And like you said, displaying empathy and sympathy towards that situation. Cause I know this wasn't an easy thing to do. Not only do I have to meet someone I've never met, who I've dated for years for the first time, but I'm also displaying my whole relationship in front of the whole world to see.
That's the
So
thing.
just being supportive. Yeah, just making sure I was supportive.
What's the takeaway for you? I mean, what do you hope viewers take away from this show and watching these couples kind of navigate being in each other's space for the first time?
One of the things, there's a couple of them, but one of the things is like if you're out here and you are stunting who you are, just show up as your authentic self. Because what's done in the dark gonna come to the light. And I hope this be a lesson when people just start showing up. Be present, right? And then another thing I hope viewers take away from this is that this isn't just one of those regular reality shows where we're just looking for messy stuff to happen for their entertainment. These are real life people with this real life situation. So I think that these people on here who have been connecting, and we also have a therapist on the show, so it's like therapy. It's not just your messy show. It's also therapy. So I hope that people could take away some things where it's like, oh, this was actually therapeutic. I get to work on my relationship, whether it's a friendship, business ship, kinship, whatever. I can work on my relationship because of the advice that the therapist, myself, and all the couples have been going through on the show.
Can you share any memorable moments or surprises from filming the show that stand out to you?
Yes and no. I don't want to say too much without giving away. I will say that I had to step out of my
You can
character.
tease us a little bit.
I had to step out of my character, and that ain't me. I never normally step out of my character, but I had to step out of my character. The Chicago came out of me on one of those episodes, and that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't.
How do you think technology has changed the dating landscape? I mean, I always feel like more people, as technology continues to influence how we consume content, how we're entertained, how we connect with each other. I'm wondering, what's your stance on this? Do you find that a lot of people in the dating space prefer to meet online than actually going out in public and making that genuine connection first?
Absolutely. A lot of people prefer to meet online. I mean, it's the way of life. This is our new way of life. But I also think that it's hindering a lot of us. Nobody wants to put in the work anymore. Nobody want to work anymore. Nobody want to work for a relationship. Nobody want to work. I see all the like divorce rates at an all-time high. Is everybody getting lazy? It's like, work, even in real life, we're working a job. Nobody want to work a job. Nobody wants to do anything anymore. I think that also creating this illusion. It's easy to create an illusion when you're online or when you're dealing with social media and things like that, where we get to become who we think we are, present it to the world. And then when the cameras are off, we going back to our depressive state or whatever. Some people ain't doing all this great for the 10 seconds that they show you the video, like, oh, I'm vacationing. And then when they done, they not present. So I think it's all an illusion. I personally hate it. I hate it because there is a huge disconnect with people.
Well, on that note, though, do you think, with the rise of dating apps and virtual communication and virtual dating, especially in the metaverse, this is a thing now. Do you think the concept of never ever met, like the show, do you think the concept that the never ever met situations will become more common in the modern dating era?
I hope so, because we need a shift. We need a change. I hope so.
Now, of course, Taronda, I don't know, forgive me, I don't know anything about your personal life. Assuming you're single, are you into the virtual dating?
At one point, I did it very briefly, just a little bit, and it was only because a friend signed me up on a dating app, and I did it just to try it because she wouldn't get up off my back, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I met an a-hole on there, and he was an opportunist, but I'm glad it lasted for the couple months that it did because I did have fun. It was a cute little time until it wasn't. So I moved on. But do I recommend it? Nope. Nope. Now I do know some people who do have love success stories from the dating world, like Lonnie Love. She got her significant other off Hinge. Gabourey Sidibe, who's a good friend of mine, she got her husband off a dating app, and now she's pregnant with his babies. So there are some beautiful success stories with dating online. But for me, no. I'd rather meet you at a gas station or at the church. Hallelujah.
Amen to that. What are you most excited about viewers experiencing as they kind of deep dive into the never ever mets?
Oh man, like throwing away fear. I know I truly believe that the reason why these couples decided not to meet up with one another, there was like a little bit of fear in the back of their head. Now I say if you genuinely digging somebody and you want to just do it, jump, leap, do it. Love has no bounds. Love has no boundaries. If you feel like this is my person, just do it. So I hope this show does that for somebody to be like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and DM this person. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and meet my significant other. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and fly to this person and just see what it is. You never know what that love will unfold or what love has waiting for you. So just jump, do it.
Series. We have a lot of dating reality shows to choose from as viewers. What, in your opinion, makes this show a standout, a must watch, unique from all the others?
Well, this one is relatable. Like you said, everybody's dating virtually. The virtual is the way of the world now. So this one is relatable. I'm pretty sure we all know somebody who then went on the app and was like, oh, this wasn't the person. It's relatable. And not only that, I think it's one of those shows that, like I said earlier, it's not one of those shows where it's given messy TV. Although messy is entertainment, although it has that, but there is a little something that's therapeutic about this show because we do give feasible advice. So hopefully people take away the advice in a good way and make something of it. So jump.
You know what? I also feel like while you're jumping, be cautious. So lastly,
For sure.
does this series serve as a do these couples and their relationships serve as a cautionary tale for those thinking about deep diving into the virtual dating world?
Absolutely. So, when people meet up after, dating virtually, we know we heard some crazy stories where women would come up missing and things like that. This show provided a safe space for people to actually meet up safely, where we can, make sure that nothing happens or anything like that. So we created a safe environment for the couples to make them even want to, like, what, F it, I'm gonna do it.
Very
So
good.
definitely take precaution. But if you really want to take precaution, just come on the next season. If you're dating somebody, come on over here and we'll make it safe for you.
Right on.